Welcome to another garden bed build. Woo-hoo. This is gonna be a long-awaited garden bed because it's gonna be the one that's actually going to hold my garlic in the fall, and it's made with wood that's not pressure treated. Two of the boards I got for free at a hardware store because they were, I guess they didn't think they were good enough, but like to me they're good. These two boards here, they're non-pressure treated wood that they had put into their free pile. So these are actually 12 inches to there. They're a little bit smaller than your standard like 2x4 or like your 2x6s. It's more like 1.5 inches to 1 inch, but it's good enough. But yeah, they're 8-footers, complete 8-foot feet, and which is perfect. Which I might need to check one of them because I think one's like a little bit longer than that, which I'll fix that. So, and I had bought a 2x6 and a 2x8 to cut up. So these are the ends of the garden bed, and because it's not pressure treated, these are not pressure treated wood either. Yeah. So, because I'm going to be building it the same way that I did this one, where the short ends are like multiple boards, and the longer end is the bigger boards. And just to make it easier for the math, this would be like 1 foot, which is like 12 inches, and this one size could be like, I think it was like 14 inches, because I like that look of it, one side being taller, and it just matches, because this one, the short side is taller, including this one where this is a 3x3, the one side's taller. So that, because I'm making this side the taller side than this side, the garden bed I'm building right now is going right here along there. And that will look really nice. I just got to be careful because my sunflower's right here. So that the shorter end is going to be slightly taller than the longer end. And this is a long awaited garden bed. That's one of my trellises I got to move in. And part of what I'm going to do tonight is, before I put it in, is get these weeds out. Because that's a lot of weeds. At least this section. Work on that. I'll work on that over there later. That was actually over there filled with wood from the previous owners. I kind of like it. I might keep it for something. But I'm not putting any plants in it because it's all painted wood on the inside. So yeah. So I'm going to put this here, I'm going to clean this out, and I'm going to bring the boards over and build it over here because it's going to be so big I won't be able to get it through over here unless I build it here. And there we go. Yeah, that looks good. That makes me happy. So now that looks good. So I got the sunflower there. A sunflower won't grow there next year. I just put it there when I had first gotten to this house and started planting. I just put there. So this is going to stay as like a walkway to get over here, where I'll have this garden bed here, this one here, nice long one. That's not going to be there. That probably over here somewhere. But having a pergola, or if I can get one of those cattle fencing for a nice trellis, that'd be nice. This sunflower won't be there. This seems a little bit wider than I thought. Does that look like 3 feet? Because I think when I did my measurements, I counted that as 3 feet. It was like 3 feet, 3 feet, 3 feet. But I think that might be 3.5, closer to 4 feet. I don't have my measuring tape. It's somewhere over there. I'll measure it later. But yeah, there we go. I would get the shovel to clean up around the edge. Basically what I did with my perennial flower bed garden. Take all the grass out. But it's getting hot today. I'm sweaty. And it'll be something I'll do later in the fall when it's getting closer to garlic planting. Because I still got... it's July, August, September, October, November. So I got 4 months to go anyway before I can get the garlic in the ground. Lots of time. Yeah, so, oh yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, just here, that garden bed, and you could just see over here the edge of that one, the edge of that one, and then there'll be a like trellis there, so it'll look really green. Especially if I get something to climb a pergola there, then all you see is like green vines, and it'll give some height in this garden. Yeah, that'll look nice. And you just come down here into here. There. I'll have another one there, but looking at it, I might have a shorter one, but depends because there's this mulberry I want to get rid of. I might put to stick another one that's like the same size over there. And I haven't decided what's here. My boyfriend mentioned something like a nice little seating area over there. I think that'd be nice, but part of me wants to just fill the whole garden in here and the rest of the garden in with food plants and flowers. Yeah, that's good. Just a nice shot of the garden of how it's doing right now. Yeah, looking good. It's the Russian sage is looking really nice and full. Yeah, nothing really up in the garden. The cosmos are nice, bright and red. I gotta do more red cosmos. Not cosmos, zinnias, because that looks really nice. The beans, the cucumbers are doing good. And the peppers, I'm getting peppers. I might have to take some more off because, not more, but there's 5 currently growing. That seems a lot for this one plant. 5, I'll probably just allow it to do the 5 and the rest is pull off. So there we go. Another garden bed done. It's gonna be garden bed after garden bed video after garden bed making video because there's a lot I want to get done before the fall. So I got the garlic bed, so I can cross that off my list. That's built. I think there's about one more garden bed I want to get done before end of the year, and that would be the one I'm gonna put along the fence, and that's for my asparagus. And it that one was 8 feet long. The one here I want to make it 10 feet long, so I need 10-foot long boards, and it will be asparagus along the fence. And I'm pretty sure that's it for this year of what I have planned for planting garden beds. Not planting garden beds, but building them. So that one's done. That one's done. This one was the very first one I put in. Because I put this one in, and then I built around it my plans. Got this one done. That one I moved there. Actually, I did that one and this one. Then I did the measurements to figure out where to put things. I want to put garden beds here, but I got all these stones. So it'll be like next year I'll figure that out. But for what I want to do this year, that one got done, that one got done on my list, this one got done off my list. Last is just that asparagus bed, and I think that'll be it. Yeah, that'll be it. And then I got my my metal round one that's right here. That's just extra. Actually, I wanted garden beds there. Yeah, I wanted garden beds here, but I wasn't sure if I was going to build them out of wood. But like, I've been finding metal ones on sale, so I'll put this metal one here, and I got 2 other metal ones I'll probably put in those spots. So that'd be nice. Some garden beds here, all these garden beds here, those 2 have the asparagus, and that'll be a good variety of space for me to work with for next year. So that's good. That's a lot of garden beds, and I think I might stick with just those ones for a couple years. I might do more into that alcove, some more garden beds, but for the rest of the year, I might just slowly pick away at it. But the main bulk of what I wanted to get done for garden beds is done, except for that one bed, which is the asparagus. And then it's just the 2 metal ones I got in boxes still. I just gotta still build them. They'll be put down, but I want to clean up in the yard before the fall, get them built before the fall. I still got 4 months until November to plant my garlic. So if I can get it, and that's November, if I can get it done, I'll say by September. If I can get the metal ones built, if I can get the garden cleaned up of weeds and the grass by September, get those 2 metal ones planted in, then I think that'll be good, and also get that asparagus bed. And then that would be a good bulk of amount of garden beds ready for next year. Because yeah, I'll have the garlic going in this November. Probably that square one near the garlic one, that one I'm going to have the zucchini in next year. I'm still going to do the flower pots for flowers and stuff until I can figure out rotation. Because so far all I got figured out is the head lettuce being rotated out for the beans. That seems to be working. The corn will stay, but I might end up rotating the corn with pole beans. So next year I'll put the corn somewhere else. Yeah, next year I'll put the corn somewhere else, put pole beans there, and that it's just more of the fact for the corn, because I don't want to constantly put corn in the same spot. I need to rotate stuff in it so it's not a monoculture where like it loses nutrition, unless I just keep adding more fertilizer in that garden. If I do, I still like the beans in that spot. I don't know, I'll figure it out during the winter, where I'll look at all the garden beds, see what I want to grow, see what will go where, what plants are good to be rotated. Because I know the head lettuce and beans is a good one, but I know corn and beans is another good one. So it's like, yeah, it's just figuring out, because I can't do lettuce and corn rotate, because corn takes so long. Basically, when I get the lettuce in the ground, that's when I get the corn in the ground at the same time. And by the time the head lettuce is done, the corn should be already a good few inches tall. So I can't do that switch. Well, I could, if I have the corn growing in between the lettuce. When the lettuce is done, the corn should be high enough that it shouldn't impact the lettuce. The lettuce gets done, gets pulled out, and then the corn is just continuing growing in that spot. And then I could probably get beans to grow on the corn. I don't know, I never done crop rotation before. So that's my plan for next year for all these garden beds, is to try crop rotate. It's the first year, so there's not going to be much I can do. But because I put beans in that one garden and corn in that one, I might switch it, put corn in the other one and beans in the other one. But let's just figure out where my lettuce is. I might put lettuce right. There's a lot of planning. I don't want to think too hard on it. I'll figure out over the winter. That'll probably be my task for in December, where I'm not gonna be planning anything. Nothing's to start in December. Like about December, January, I'll start doing my garden planning of what I'm gonna plant next year. I know what I'm planning. It's just location. Figure out what works where. What can use the shade cloth. A lot of these garden beds get a lot of sun. Like 8 hours of sun, and that's a lot, maybe even more, because it's like about 10 o'clock. 8 hours is 6, but it still gets sun by 7 o'clock at night. So yeah, it's like 8+ hours of sun, and that's afternoon sun mostly, because the garden doesn't get any sun until like 9 a.m. the earliest, maybe 10 a.m. Then it starts getting sun. So yeah, I'll save that for December to do my planning. But right now it's just building garden beds. Just one more to build of wood, 2 that are metal. Do a yard cleanup. Make sure weeds are pulled, grass are pulled. The garden beds are in the ground solid. Because right now those wood ones, I want to get them in the ground a little bit more solid. and level before the fall. Yeah. So yeah, lots of planning. Garden bed done. One more to go for wood, and then that'll be it for this year. And that's good. Lots of progress. Bye.